Welcome to Advocation X, episode number 259. Hello to all my beautiful thinking people out there. It is time for a newsworthy, broadcast. Please hit the like button and subscribe before we dive right into the depths of our topics here. The topics we're going to tackle here and now: what is a pardon? What does it mean? Types of those pardoned, and swamped. Once again, folks, I must say, we never give up and we never give in. But remember, we must always keep an open mind because knowledge is our power. So do your research, maintain your power. There is no other way to feed your brain. You need to do the work. You got to take the steps. Do that research. Join groups like this. Talk. Express yourself. Ask questions. Gather the information you come up with and use your own common sense and ability to discern right from wrong and move forward in the right direction that you choose. Let's dive in the deep end right now. What's a pardon? A pardon is the right of one individual to excuse the past behaviors of another individual's under a set of certain circumstances. So a pardon is like, it's like a get out of jail free card, but that time you spent in jail is always there. It's always there waiting in the wings. So it's not like you were never in jail. It's just saying, we are going to give you the chance to prove that you can be an individual who would have never been in jail. But it's not a complete exoneration. Remember that. So what does it mean to get a pardon? Let's just say you and I go and rob a bank together. Well, we don't get away with any money. We don't kill anybody. We don't get shot. We trip on our way in the place. The note falls out of our pocket. Our toy fake guns fall onto the ground. And the security guard there calls the police and just happens to apprehend us before we get a chance to gather our stuff and our wits and get out of there. So we all go to jail. And we get convicted. We start spending all of that time in jail. Now, we get out, we've paid our debt to society, we're very remorseful, we feel so stupid, which we would have been, and we feel very, very regretful of the fear that we may have caused any of the workers in that place or any of the patrons coming in to do their regular business. But we truly feel remorseful. And somebody in authority looks down on us and says, I believe you are remorseful. I believe that you're going to continue on your life doing as good as you possibly can, or as good as you humanly can. So therefore, I'm going to give you a pardon that's going to give you the ability to go through the rest of your life acting like any other normal person who has never actually committed that crime. However, I've got all the information right here. And I'm going to put this in my back pocket. And if you screw up again, I'm going to pull that out of my back pocket and I'm going to ram it down your throat. So that's one thing a pardon means. Do you know what else it means? It means, this is sad. There was a third person involved in our crime. That person had a real gun. And that person was ready and willing to shoot anybody and all people in that place. But when we fell flat on our face, they turned around and snuck out the door like they were just a regular patron. Now that we have our pardon, regardless of these Fifth Amendment rights and all this other stuff about not incriminating yourself, we can no longer claim that because we were pardoned and we can't incriminate ourselves. That means they can compel us to testify. And when we arrive in that courtroom and try to think like we're all slick and we go, oh, I plead the fifth. And they go, I'm sorry, but you can't. You've been pardoned for that crime, jackass. Now you have to testify against your buddy who got away. We received a tip of who it was. And sure enough, when we got him, we found a similar note in his pocket and a real gun. And based on his track record of the past, we know he would have shot people. So, now we need you to testify, and you must do so. So sometimes people have to be careful who they pardon. That pardon could really come back to bite them right in the arse. And I think it's about to happen. So, what types of people just got pardoned before the 20th of January? So what type of people were pardoned that got rushed through before the 20th of January? Well, let's see. There were people convicted of bank fraud. There are people convicted of real estate scams. Yeah, just the right type of people for those upper levels to say, yeah, give them a pardon. But guess what? Now, those people can be compelled to testify about their real dealings and with whom. Ooh, were they some of the people that I dealt with? Did I pardon the wrong people again? Oh, no. All my scams are going to be unearthed, and I'm going to have to pay back, oh my God, billions of dollars. I don't have it. What am I going to do? Sorry, too late. You gave the pardons. That's it. You can't take them back. Especially since you're no longer in authority to be able to do that. So, as we know, right, I'm not mentioning individuals' names if I can help it. I'm going to do my best to never, ever, ever mouth that name again. It may come out in certain circumstances where it's needed for context, etc., and I apologize in advance. Because I've had many people request that I do not use that name at all, because it is offensive to so many people. And I mean, that's a good indication that there are a lot of good people in this world that can go to that extreme, that they are actually bothered. It's cringeworthy just to hear the name. So I will do my best. So, as you can imagine, many of the people that were pardoned, Paul Manafort, people like that who have tons of ties with murderous dictators, who have done shady deals for many of the elites and what they would call themselves of upper echelons of society. To pardon those type of people, I think that in itself should be an actual crime. There are people sitting in jail that never committed the crimes that are not getting those pardons. There are people who were sentenced to like third time smoking a joint and getting caught, and they're sentenced to like 20 years in hard prison, not getting a pardon. There are those who were caught with stolen food in their possession, who sat in prison and didn't get a pardon. There are those who were accused of things, never let out on bail, were wrongly convicted, and they're still sitting in prison without pardons. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I think pardons are meant to go to people who are worthy of those pardons. It's not, let's just say I was the man in charge. It's not to say, my brother was one of the best criminals in the world until he got caught. Now he's an idiot. I'm going to pardon him. Now that may happen because he's my brother. But if you call me on it, I'm not going to sit there and try to justify it. There's no justification. All I can say is, okay, it's my brother, nepotism and all that good stuff. Sorry, done, it's done. Can't take it back. So in my opinion, when I look at the list of those who were pardoned, the only conclusion I can come to is that somebody's whole purpose in this entire debacle was to release the swamp creatures on the world, not clean up the swamp. This was an effort to create the biggest, deepest, nastiest, stinkiest swamp the world has ever seen. And it looks like some of that was accomplished. Swamp people, beware. There are other forces that are coming for you, and you will have to testify against the people that you were trying to protect this whole time. Sometimes it's not so good to get a pardon, eh? Enjoy. So, folks, try one of our other playlists by clicking on the links that will be coming up on the screen, and check out any of the other videos in this series. We rely on you for all of our future successes. Without you, our channel would not exist. I hope you're enjoying the content and will continue to run with us far into the future. Please help YouTube do its help to further our cause by liking, subscribing, becoming a member, and crush that bell. Don't miss any content coming in the future. It's your content. Since you know I cover most of your suggestions and requests as often as I can. Keep those suggestions coming though, because I love them all. And remember guys, our channel is factually informed opinion, not alternative fact type either. Your suggestions are more than welcome, including critical analysis, and leave those in the comments section. A special thanks to all you beautiful thinking people out there, and a shout out to all of our sponsors. And until next time, thank you for spending time with us here on our channels, and please stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, remain as happy as humanly possible.